Good morning, love. It's very foggy outside today, but I've got my phone set in such a way that I couldn't zoom in on the fog, so I didn't take a picture. I know, shocking, right? It happens occasionally. All right, it is May 2nd. Our title is Courage. Our author is Helen Wilmans, and it is from The Conquest of Poverty, 1901. That's really cool. All right. May 2nd, Courage. The truly courageous person is afraid of nothing, and least of all are they afraid of themselves. They believe in themselves, and believing in themselves, believe in the perfection of the law of opulence. They may not put this in words, may not say to themselves, I believe in the law of opulence, but they nevertheless act upon such belief. They say, I will succeed. They take the law into partnership, they plan, and they execute because they have courage. It may not even have occurred to such a person to think of themselves as being courageous. Their courage is so much a part of them that they do not give it a name separate from themselves. They say, I will do so, and so, I will do so, and goes and does it without once thinking that there is any reason why they should not succeed. Whereas a person of less courage would approach the purpose of their desires haltingly, wondering if, possibly, they were wise in understanding it and how they ever had the courage to undertake it. And the difference in the way in which each approached the object of their desire is often the difference between success and failure. The timid person is ever at the disadvantage both before their fellows and before the law through which success is attained. Confidence in self breeds confidence in others, and fear weakens both the brain that plans and the hand that executes. Wow. Okay. And you know what? I may not agree with her completely about a courageous person fears nothing. I think that arguments can be made that there are people who do have fears and yet get up and do it anyway. That's one of the definitions of courage, is to be afraid and get up and do it anyway. But she contrasts the execution of the person who is what she calls fearless and the person who is in fear, and that's just kind of what it is. It's like the person without fear, the person who is going to succeed, is the one that throws themselves into it wholeheartedly. Feet first, whatever you want to, the way. It's like they put everything they've got into it. And even if they don't necessarily succeed at whatever it is that they were working on, they're still going to succeed because because they're working on something, and creativity will attract to them, success of some sort. Versus the person who is timid, wondering, and the cat just came out of the closet. Was not expecting that. And halting. It's like, and there's a phrase that goes with that: he who hesitates is lost. And so it's like, if you're just testing the waters and you never put your feet in the water, you're never going to swim. Versus the person who's willing to jump in. Now she does say plans, so the person who jumps in obviously must know how to swim, because I don't advocate jumping in water courageously if you don't know how to swim. They've done their due diligence, and I will succeed because they've taken swimming lessons. So versus the person who just sits on the edge of the pool and dips their water in and never bothers to take the lessons and never bothers to get in the water. They're never going to get to the other side of the pool. That's kind of a random metaphor. But that's what she's talking about. Like, if you're going to do it, do it. and tell yourself you're going to succeed, and then put everything you've got into it. Don't sit around and wonder. Don't sit around and test the waters. Now, she doesn't say not to plan, because she says plan, go out and do the work, but know that you're going to succeed. Know that you're going to succeed, and then go do it. He who hesitates is lost. It's like modern traffic, honest to God, modern traffic. If you are sitting there and you see your opportunity to go, if you hesitate, like start to go, you could put yourself and the other people, the cars on the road, where you stick your nose out, but then you don't go, because then you have to back up. But what if there's somebody behind you and then you can't back up, and then you didn't go and your opportunity's gone? Okay? Versus the person who sees their opportunity and takes it and gets out into traffic. I say that because I have a tendency to make a left turn out of my neighborhood in this place where there's not a light. There's a turn lane, but there's not a light. And so you get up there and there's enough people. I live in a decent sized neighborhood that, at any time of the day, there might be somebody behind me. So if I pull forward as if I'm going to go and put my nose into traffic, the person behind me might pull up. So it's like, if I see the gap on the oncoming traffic and I'm trying to turn left, I have to take my opportunity. Now, the good thing is, like I said, that there's a turn lane for me to get into. So even if I see the opportunity here and it's not on the other side, I got that turn lane to get into, and then I can wait in the turn lane to get in. But if I hesitate, I put myself halfway into a lane, and these people are traveling at 45 miles an hour. I put them in danger and myself in danger. I can't dip my toe in. When I make the decision to go, I have to go. And that's what she's talking about. That's the kind of courage. Should I be afraid of the traffic? Absolutely. These people drive like maniacs. I'm one of them. So when I make the decision to go, I have to go. I can't dip my toe in. And that's the kind of courage that she is talking about. That is the kind of courage that she's talking about. It's like, I have checked all directions. I have my plan, and I just go. All right. Otherwise, I'm never going to get out of my neighborhood. All right. So, Helen Wilmans. Like I said, I'm not sure I agree with her about the truly courageous person being afraid of nothing. I think we can be afraid of things and do them anyway. But she's right. But I do like that she says, least of all themselves. If we're afraid of our own power, we're never going to go. We're never going to go. They believe in themselves, and believe in the perfection of the law of opulence. I'm just like, I've never heard of the law of opulence, but probably because we call it the law of abundance, prosperity, all that. And I like that she says that they may not put it into words. They just simply say, I will succeed. And then they go and do it. Versus the, and I like that she says, it may not have ever occurred to such a person to think of themselves as courageous, because they're just going about their lives, doing their stuff. And she says, I will succeed and take the law into partnership, plans and executes because he has courage. He's not just jumping in feet first. The person is making a plan. All right. Takes the law into partnership, plans, and then executes because they have courage. They believe in themselves. They believe in the law. All right. Versus the person who says, what does she say? With less courage. So not that you don't have courage, just not all the courage. Approaches their desires haltingly, wondering if possibly they are wise enough in the undertaking and how they ever had the courage to undertake it. The difference in which each approach the object of their desires is the difference between success and failure. The timid person is ever at a disadvantage, both before their fellows and before the law. You gotta wrap the emotion around the law. And the emotion is, I can do this. I can do this. All right. So the mission today, should we choose to accept it? And I like that. I like that what she says. The mission today, should we choose to accept it, is to take the law into partnership, plan, and then execute. Take the law into partnership. That's the goal every day. The law is there for us to use it. And we have to have the courage to use it. We take the law into partnership, plan, and execute. All right? So it doesn't mean we're jumping in foolhardily. That's not courage. Courage does take the time to plan. So don't be afraid of yourself. Don't be afraid of your power. Take the law into partnership. I do love that. Take the law into partnership. Plan and execute. Okay. All right. That's Helen Wilmans. I've never heard of her. She is amazing. That was from 1902. All right. So you have your mission. The other thing that I suggest every day, spiritual practice. It is the spiritual practice of self-care. Do something loving for yourself. Do something kind for yourself. Do something compassionate for yourself. It can be one thing. It can be three things. It can be a whole day of things. It can be everything that you do can be loving, kind, and compassionate. And one of the most loving, kind, and compassionate things you can do for yourself is to take the law into partnership, to believe in yourself, to believe in yourself. It is loving, kind, and compassionate. And then plan. That is definitely loving, kind, and compassionate. And plan for the good, not just what could go wrong. Plan for the good. Okay? But it also, because planning is self-care. Planning is self-care. Making plans. It's like you can't go on a trip without packing. So make your plans. And plan for a good time. Jesse was talking about that on Sunday, how we plan for doom. And it's like, yeah, but when you go on vacation, even if it's a quick, 24-hour trip, you plan for a good time. Not just what could go wrong. Plan for a good time. That is loving, kind, and compassionate. Plan for a good time. All right. But it also looks like taking a deep breath before you speak. It looks like taking a walk, taking a nap, taking a deep breath, apologizing when you get out of hand, and trying to understand where people are coming from when you respond to them rather than reacting to them. Loving, kind, and compassionate. Remember, the phrase, I say it, eat dessert first. And I do literally mean eat dessert first. But I also mean that as the metaphor for don't save the good stuff. Your life is a special occasion. You deserve joy. No matter what is going on in the world, you deserve joy. So make room for joy. So, spiritual practice, love, kindness, compassion. Make room for joy. Take care of yourself. Believe in yourself. I mean, honestly, the most loving, kind, and compassionate thing you can do for yourself is believe in yourself and make a plan and go do it. All right. And there. So, my other suggestions are to do something to engage your mind and your body today, whatever that looks like for you. To drink plenty of water. Hydration is important. Your brain works better when it's well hydrated. To get early in your day, bright light. It was completely foggy this morning, so there was sun, but it was behind this layer of fog, and now the sun is out because the fog is burning off. So if you get up before the sun, artificial light will help too. What I'm talking about is the circadian rhythm. It's a natural hormone cycle. You get that early in your day, bright light. It helps to reset those hormones. You'll have more energy during the day. You'll sleep better at night. All right. I am about self-care. Can you tell? You want to go out there and succeed and have all that courage and do wonderful things. You have to take care of yourself. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right. And then, as always, because Ernest Holmes, open the windows of your soul. Allow the breath of heaven to remind you do live in heaven right here, right now. It's all around you all the time. It's all God. It's all God. And the good that we make of it is our responsibility. So it's to look around and recognize that it's all God, and we have a responsibility as well as a right to use that, and to make the most of it, and to, just live our lives, and live our lives out loud. It's a Rob Thomas song. Someday we'll live our lives out loud. Nope, not someday. Let's live our lives out loud now. Let's live our lives out loud, enter into that partnership with the law, and just go out and make the world a better place for you and all of the people that you encounter. And we do that by recognizing who we are, beloved children of God. Recognize who we are, and recognizing who each other is, and, recognizing that it's all sacred. All right. And you can always take Emma's advice. Look for the good and praise it. Look for the good and praise it. The big good, the little good, it all adds up to amazing good. So that would be the suggestions. And then I'm going to remind you, as I always do, we are Creative Life Spiritual Center, Creative Life Spark. I'm the running Rev Ryan on the social medias that I am on. So I want you to, be aware of that. There's all kinds of great content across the platforms. We do make an effort to share light and funny and uplifting and illuminating and good stuff. So, all right. Whew. And my YouTube channel's almost caught up. I am racing into April, I got a couple of Aprils up. So my intention is to catch up and hopefully not get more than a week behind, at least for a few months. Once we hit November, all bets are off. Okay. If you want to know what's going on with the center, email info@creativelife.org. That will get you on the Constant Contact. The Constant Contact email is, just lost my train of thought. The Constant Contact email. The click here now, in there, those are hot links. If you click here now, it'll take you right to the information you want, or to the to the person that can help you get it. So, I'm at the part of the day where I encourage you to have a great day, a wondrous day, a fantastic day, a magical day, an enchanted day, a wonder-filled day, an awesome day, an amazing day, a not foggy day, I don't know what kind of day, so I'm just going to simply say a good day. My adjectives and are deserting me. So have a good day. And if that is too much pressure, simply have a day. Because you are enough, just as you are. You're a beloved child of God. You are a brilliant light. You are a divine spark. You are spirit in motion. You are God in action. You are a godling, in whom God is well pleased and well represented. Always. Always. When I say well represented, what I mean is that your actions and your words teach other people about the God of your understanding. Are you doing a good job? All right. That's always the question. So Reverend Dave should be on Facebook Live around 5 p.m. with you. I should be back with you around 9 a.m. I will tell you, for the next month or so, if you see me pop up in the evenings, it is because I decided that it is an injustice that this thing called You is not available in audio. And so I'm going to make it available in audio. It's just me. I'm not perfect. I'm going to stumble over my words. But if you ever wanted to listen to the book while you read along, that's what I'm doing. So I have a number of friends, including myself, who are, I'm mildly dyslexic, but I've got some friends that are pretty seriously dyslexic, and it's such a good book. So look out for that. And the playlist for that book is on both channels. It's both on the Creative Life Spiritual Center and the Running Rev Ryan YouTube channel. So you can find it either place. All right. Take care of yourself. Know that you are loved, and I will see you next time.